Good morning.
Look how pretty the clean windows are.
Very nice. I think that flag's a little crooked.
What flag?
Is he leaning on it?
I don't know.
His elbow bone is on it.
Love America.
What did she say? America.
He says he loves America. That skeleton loves America.
What's not wrong?
And I just cannot stop looking at that mummy. Low, 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 never low. He stands to do it.
Hi, Evie. Howdy, fucky.
Oof. He doesn't stick very well, though. Barely touch him.
He's been in a box for a year. He's been a couple years old, so he's been in a box a couple of times.
Nobody puts baby in a corner. Nobody puts mummy in a box.
We do put him in.
Well, now he's...
He just lost his head. Oh, I'm head over heels for this show. Oh, gosh. Stepping away.
Now he looks like...
Now he looks like Jack. Huh? What up? What up, G?
An eyewitness. Oh my goodness.
So when I get out of the shower, Jack got in the trash can again. So he's right at the bathroom door. He's sitting there ripping up a piece of toilet paper. And I said, "Excuse me, sir, are you supposed to do that?" And this is him. He stops. Me? Like, I'm not doing nothing but a piece of paper. And winks at me. Dang it, Jack.
The chicken and the dog look hilarious. All right, here we go.
Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Thursday morning on Z93 in Outlaw Country.
Yes, that is if you are listening on the radio, but you can always watch on the Sunset Health Facebook Live feed. That is a fun way to interact with the show. If you have any questions or comments for our guests, you can post them right there.
Because we often like to bring joy to our audience out there. I want to let you know Sunday is going to be a high of 79 degrees.
Thank you, ma'am.
Monday, 78.
Oh,
A little breezy both of those days. So
it's
plan
okay. It's
accordingly.
bringing the cool.
But it's opened the doors and the windows
Yes.
while you have the game on. Have a good time.
Yes, we've been doing that quite a bit until, like 1 o'clock hits, and then it's like, okay, gotta shut the doors. And we set the AC, and when it kicks on,
You know it's time.
we know it's time to shut the doors, which hasn't been till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'll take it.
Well, today is October 20th, and coming up on the show, we have Kofa football coach Pablo Cota joining us with Bryce Konen and Gabriel Rodriguez, two of the players.
Oh,
We're going to be talking about the season so far and winning their first game since 2017.
That's awesome.
And we're also going to be visiting with Jesse Rivera from Ativo Senior Living, talking about our senior health chat.
All right.
And then we have Donna White, your Century 21 Yuma Homes for Heroes Realtor, and Kortnee Garcia joining us from the Garcia Group.
Sounds good.
A lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
And we did have an accident earlier this morning on Interstate 8 westbound was affected, but traffic has been reopened.
Mm-hmm.
So it was only affected westbound.
We've had a couple of accidents. There is more people on the roads. We're starting to see our winter visitor population come in. There's construction, things like that. So I just encourage you guys, take your time, be safe. We want everyone to get to their destination safely.
Mm-hmm.
And our seasonal ag are going to start rolling in.
Exactly. The fields are going to.
We're already seeing a lot of that
We
traffic
are.
pick up,
They're
especially
here.
on the county roads. And I'm still waiting on the official information. YPD is working on the press release right now involving an accident yesterday on Airport Loop. And the comments that just kind of started after I posted the basic information about use caution in that area were really, really negative, especially on our law enforcement. I turned off the comments.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to see that. Once we have more definitive information, I believe one person was arrested, we'll share that. But beyond that, our agencies they're understaffed.
Yeah.
It's difficult right now. So if you really want to sit there and cast stones, consider putting in an application. Maybe that might be the better route to go.
Okay. I just, we're not trying to make excuses, and we understand that there's people out there that are frustrated, but it's unnecessary. They are literally doing the best that they
can't be everywhere.
Yes.
Exactly.
No, they can't be everywhere every time. All right, today is National Brandied Fruit Day.
Okay.
It's National Chicken and Waffles Day.
I like them separate. I don't
They're
like
so
syrup
good.
on my
Separate.
chicken. It's too sweet.
It's an interesting contrast.
It is. It is very
It's
weird.
good.
It's National Youth Confidence Day.
I like that.
National Get Smart About Credit Day. That's extremely important. And
It
the younger you
is.
start, the better it is.
All right.
And Get to Know Your Customers Day. We have a couple of those a year because it's important that we have those reminders.
It is very important.
All right, are you ready for some birthdays?
Sure.
These are the Firehouse Subs birthday shout outs, and we do want to remind you when you buy more subs, you save more lives. And what you do is you can round up your change, and that money goes to help our local agencies with training, support, and equipment. Those are our hometown heroes, like we were just mentioning. So again, when you go to Firehouse Subs and you round up your change, you buy more subs, you save more lives.
It's as easy as that.
Celebrating today, Brian Canez,
We also have Jessica Thomas,
Darren Meeks,
Susan Lindsay, and I don't want to mess this one up, so I'm going to let you say it. Doyce.
Joyce Heiss.
That's what I had on my list.
All right.
Marty, if it's wrong, let me know.
I've never heard the name Joyce.
Me neither.
Interesting.
Thanks. So, happy birthday.
Yes, we hope you all have a wonderful birthday.
Is D by J on the keyboard? No, just joking.
That's what I was wondering.
No, they're
Okay,
4
no.
letters apart. So, yes. Joyce Hines.
All right. If you have a birthday coming up, let us know. And remember that tomorrow is Friday, and we do Friday, Saturday, Sunday birthdays.
That's
So
right.
get those birthday wishes in early for us. And you could submit those on our website at monstermediayuma.com. How do they do that, Teresa?
It's super easy. You just go to monstermediayuma.com, click on the Today in Yuma tab, look for the Firehouse sub logo with the Celebrate banner. Fill that little entry form out. It goes directly to my inbox. You can do it that way. You can go to monstermediayuma.com, and at the bottom of the homepage, you will see our emails. You can email us. You can send us a message on Facebook. Either way, just get it in. And a quick note, if you have a birthday for today, jump on that Sunset Health Facebook live feed. You can find it on Jennifer's page or the Z93 and Outlaw Country Facebook page, and post it right there, because if you email me a birthday for today to my email, I will not see it until after the show.
That's
So
right.
then it'll be a belated birthday.
Get them in and share them with us.
Yes, most definitely.
All right. And we do want to remind you, if you have something coming up and you're interested in being on the show,
Yes.
please reach out now. Sooner the better.
Yes, I've had a couple people reach out, and I'm looking at the calendar. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's
We're
packed.
full. We're full. We have a couple of days here and there where we can fit a couple people in, but it's getting full quickly. So if you have an event coming up, even if it's mid-November, contact us now.
Right. If you know that you're interested in being on the show. And again, we understand schedules may conflict. Maybe you're shy. Maybe you can't get off work and you still want us to share the info. Do not hesitate to send it to us, because we can include it in some of our chatter
Most definitely.
and let the community know, but we can also share it on social media too.
We sure can. You can email us those if you go to monstermediayuma.com. Like I said, at the bottom of the homepage, you'll see our emails. You can email a flyer that way. If you send us a message through the website, you can send the message, and then once we email you back, then you can connect a flyer, or you can just make it easy and go to the homepage and get our emails and just start that way. But either way, the sooner the better.
All right, and just a reminder that the last flu event that Sunset Health was doing got rained out. I know that's a rarity around Yuma. So they are doing their last one today.
Oh,
It will be a drive-through flu campaign, and you can look out for their medical mobile, and that is at the North Yuma Sunset Clinic today, at right down the road, 675 South Avenue B. They will be there at 4 p.m. until they run out of those flu shots.
okay.
Now, they are free flu shots for adults and children 3 years and up. No appointment is needed. Remain in your car and wear a face mask.
Super easy. I love
They
that.
make it simple.
They
Again,
do.
that is through Sunset Health.
All right.
We are going to go ahead and take a break. Again, we've got a busy show for you today. But we do want to remind you once again that the Arizona State Veterans Home Yuma is now open. Are you a veteran in need of skilled nursing care?
Well, like we said, the Arizona State Veteran Home is now open and ready to serve you.
They're located near 32nd Street and the Arizona 195. ASVH Yuma is a state-of-the-art facility. It's beautiful with 24-hour nursing and rehabilitative care for veterans, their spouses, and those Gold Star family members.
Apply to become a resident today. For more information, you can call Arizona State Veteran Home Yuma at 602-234-5678.
And what is tomorrow?
Saturday.
No,
Friday.
tomorrow.
Friday.
Friday.
Catch your Friday, but also free filter
Oh,
Friday.
you scared me. I was like, what is tomorrow? You're
This is a
confusing
test.
me. I'm like,
No
Tomorrow
quiz
is
test.
Free filter Friday at Quick Refrigeration, and all you need to do is take your dirty air filter down to 190 West 10th Street, and they will swap it out. They'll give you a brand new standard 1-inch air filter for free. It is important to change those out on a regular basis.
that's right. And the Yuma Mesa Shopping Center, your stores in the heart of Yuma at 16th Street and 4th Avenue. Everything you could possibly need in one stop. Are you looking to get some appliance? Well, Rent a Center can help. Maybe you're looking for a new phone. Boost Mobile is there. Del Sol Market, Check into Cash, Doghouse. There's even a lawyer in there if you need them. You can find the Yuma Mesa Shopping Center at the center point of Yuma.
And Yuma Winelson is a locally owned plumbing supply company within a national organization. Now that means they get the low pricing, but also the selection of a large supplier, but they have the flexibility of a small business. They work hard to do things right, one customer at a time. That's Yuma Winelson on Pacific Avenue.
When driving, does your car pull to one side or is the steering noisy? Have your alignment checked using state-of-the-art equipment to solve that alignment problem at Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros.
And don't forget that Sprague Sports has their Ruger Days coming up this
weekend.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep, stop in on Saturday. You just might find that special item you've been looking for. But don't forget that Sprague Sports is also your hunting and shooting headquarters if you have those big hunts coming up. That's a look at today in Yuma. We're going to take a quick break on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Quick.
Woo! I know where you were going.
I know where you were going.
Oh, yeah, 3.
Ready?
Yes.
Come on.
Come on in.
With the Studio Cafe in Yuma, we'd like to say thanks for all your love and support and invite you to join us for a new fall rollout menu.
Go ahead and slide over to those 2 chairs over
Hello.
there.
Hi. Come on in.
And there's room you can sit
Come on
too.
in. Everybody's there.
There's room for y'all.
Now, which one's Bryce? You're Bryce, and you're Gabriel.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're Coach.
Yes.
Okay.
That would leave to reason.
Now, Bryce and Gabriel, we'll have you two share that mic over there. And we'll slide this one over here to Coach. You can just swing it towards you a little bit.
That one kind of is a wanderer.
And just
You just have to like sit well straight up.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. You are on Facebook Live, though.
So behave. No, just joking. Don't say anything bad about Cibola or Yuma High or.
Is that coming on the live right now?
My oldest was Yuma High. My other 3 were Cibola. I didn't have a kid that went to Kofa. Guess I could have spread them around a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
One of our awesome supporters, Francesca, says, love Kofa football. Go Kings.
And Teresa's a Kofa-ian.
Yeah.
That girl's a Kofa girl.
Yes,
Her.
I am. Hey, we got Kofa love on there.
Yeah, there's lots of Kofa love coming through.
Remind me to tell you something about this when we get off the show. Okay.
Go Kofa, Justin's mom.
Here they are. They're rolling in now.
Yeah, they are.
Go. Geez, I shouldn't have said anything.
Good morning, Francesca.
Let's see if this happens. Oh, Francesca, we would love some chips and salsa. Let's see if she comes through with that
We
one.
put it out in the universe.
I'll even say go King. I'll even say go Kings for that.
Shinier hair. A life with Culligan water softening. Call Culligan Water of Yuma today for your free water.
And every time you guys say Culligan, I want to say, hey, Culligan man.
I'll bring it to the office.
Yes.
We just put it out
Go
in the universe.
Kings. Hope my kids aren't watching. No.
I hope they are.
If Travis is on there, he'll be like,
hope
what?
they are.
Question mark.
All right, here we go, guys. Don't be afraid of that microphone when you speak. Get right in front of it, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
King's in the house.
Woo-hoo!
All right. We have from Kofa High School, we have Coach Pablo Cota. Good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing today?
We are good. It's great to have you here. And we also have two players, Bryce Konen and Gabriel Rodriguez. Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Oh, the deep voices. All right. Well, it is football time, and we are excited to have you here. 2 weeks ago, Kofa had their big win.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was, I think, the community, there was just a resounding, yay! It didn't matter where you went to school. You guys needed this win.
Exactly.
And this is, it's kind of a new program at Kofa this year. This was the first Kofa win for varsity since 2017, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And that was against whom?
The win was against Alhambra.
Alhambra? Okay. Now how'd that make you guys feel?
Excited. It feel really good. We were able to finally accomplish what we've been wanting to the whole time. So it made us feel really good.
Well, it's like I said, the community was excited to see that. So many people were happy because you do work hard. And I think there may have been this thought that the players and the teams hadn't been working hard even those previous years, but there was still a lot of hard work put into it. Things just weren't quite going your way. But we're happy to see that has certainly turned around. We've got Coach here, and tell us about your background, Coach. What's your experience been with Kofa football?
So, I went to Kofa High School. I played all 4 years Kofa football there. I also wrestled at Kofa. It's just I went to college at NAU. When I graduated, I decided, hey, I'm gonna try this teaching. Became a teacher. And
thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
And then so I was teaching, and then the opportunity came up to be an assistant head coach for the freshmen. And I took it, and then as things progressed throughout that year, I ended up taking the head coach role for the program and the varsity team.
And there's so much time that is involved with coaching the kids. You're also a teacher too, so you have lesson plans and everything that goes along with that too. But you're really involved. But again, a Kofa alumni too. You saw.
I love that you went to school and came back.
Yeah, right.
And now you're teaching at your alma mater. I mean, that's the ultimate goal when we have our students, leave and go to different colleges and things like that. And when they get their degrees, we hope that they come back to us here in the community, because all of these positions are needing to be filled, and the fact that it's somebody that the school is near and dear to their heart, it makes a big difference.
Absolutely, whole Kofa near.
Well, like we've shared before, Teresa is our local Kofa alumni.
I'm the only one, I think.
No,
our boss.
Yeah, boss graduated. I don't remember which class he was a part of.
I think Jesus was in his class. Just joking.
You like your job what?
I'm going to tell on you when he gets here.
We're excited to see the real the positive attitude and everything taking place right now. What are you players looking forward to the rest of the season? I'm especially happy for you that the weather's cooling down. Yes. I know it's a whooping out there. When you're in pads, you're in full gear, and you are practicing and playing. It is dedication. It's a lot of hard work. So I know I feel better knowing that you're not 130 degrees up under that helmet.
Yeah.
Homecoming coming up?
Yes, it'll be the 4th of November.
4th of November. And it's obviously a home game. Who are you guys playing?
Maryville. It's another
Maryville.
Phoenix team, yes.
All right. Now, what do you both enjoy about playing football?
I just fell in love with the sport. I started playing, I was younger, I really remember, but I just love everything about it.
You played youth football?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it, not much. I wasn't into sports when I was little, kind of like grew into it.
Okay. What grade are you?
I'm a senior.
A senior? Okay. What about you, Bryce?
I pretty much played my whole life. I first started playing in like the third grade when I lived in Tucson, and then I took a break from it for a while, and then I came back to it. It's just something I've always loved. My family's big fans of it. It's something you watch Monday, Thursday, Sunday. It's just like one of those passions for me. I grew up watching it. I wanted to be one of those people on that TV.
And then when the family's not watching that, they're watching you.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that that's just, you have the football love and his family love. It's everyone kind of gets engrossed in it too, which is good because we love seeing the stands packed. And I know that makes you feel good as a player on the field, knowing that there are people there cheering you on too. You know, again, it's been a rough spell, but we've got that positive spin going on now, and we've got that win. Now, is there a game this week?
Yes, we play Independence going to them.
Which city are they from?
Phoenix.
Glendale.
Okay.
Oh, Glendale.
Glendale. There's so many, it's hard to keep track of where
Yeah,
they're
it
from. And game time 7:00 on Friday.
Yes.
Is there a way that we can keep up with the game and games that they play online? Do they stream them or anything like that?
So the majority of the Phoenix games are streamed by their high school and their news stations around. Like Carl Hayden and Alhambra, they were all broadcast live through their news station up there. I'm pretty sure the same thing will go for Independence. As soon as I get more information on that, I will provide it to you guys so you guys can show it on the talk about it on the radio and put it out there so you can get more support from Yuma. Going in live, can't make the trip to Phoenix.
Now, I know that boosters are a big part of our youth athletics too. Are there any opportunities for sponsors?
Oh, absolutely. I can leave that information with you. Our
please
booster
do.
president, they can reach out, and absolutely that would be huge beneficial to our program as we're building it up and going on to the future. That'll be a
Who's
great
the
impact.
president?
The president is Alma Marquez.
Okay.
And she's been a big help. Everyone in that booster club, parents as well, they've been so
The
helpful.
boosters fill those gaps.
Absolutely, the booster does tremendous work for the team as well for the coaching staff and for mainly the players. Though they do a lot of that background help, getting us the food, getting us the meals for the team, so they won't go home hungry. Yeah, they're big help and a big part of the program.
And there is, I believe, there's social media pages for both Kofa football and the boosters, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it
Right. I believe the high school has the Kofa Twitter and Instagram, and as well the Kofa booster has their own social media.
And some do one or the other, some do both. It's a lot, especially if you're doing a lot of the athletics like to do Twitter because it's easier to update that and it's quicker moving. So that's where when I am looking for sports stats and stuff, I generally go to Twitter for that. So no, we're excited to see this new season. And what do you each have in store for you as far as our players go? This is your senior year. What are you looking at after this?
Hopefully, I've been looking at colleges to hopefully continue my football career. Trying to put my name out there. And if that all works out, then we'll go with that route. If not, I want to go to college to become an architect.
Oh, very important.
So, yeah.
We need lots of architects. What about you, Bryce?
I'm pretty much the same thing with the football. I'm hoping to continue it to a higher level. But if that doesn't work out, it's either I have a couple options. I'm thinking about either the military or just sticking with the family business.
Are you a senior as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, again, keep winning. That always helps.
Yeah.
That always helps us
Yes.
with those, and that's always the aspiration. We want you guys to do well enough to go to college, and in order for colleges to look, you got to keep winning.
Yes, and
So let's keep that winning streak going.
Yes, playing sports and being involved in activities, that's all part of being a well-rounded individual.
It is,
So that's great. And Andy, thank you. She did share the booster link, but also the Instagram page too for the Kings football booster.
Perfect.
And our Sunset Health Facebook live feed. Well, anything else you guys want to add this morning?
We just want to thank you guys for giving us the opportunity to come on here and
Go
just talk
Kings.
to you.
Yeah.
Go Kings.
Go Kings. All right, thank you all so much. We are going
Thank
to
you.
take our Village Inn Pizza Parlor selfie out in the courtyard. We'll be back with more of Today in Yuma, talking with Jesse from Ativo Senior Living after this. When you become a plasma donor at Grifols Callicus Plasma, you're helping to save lives, but you can also receive compensation for your time and your effort. More than $500 your first month. You can donate plasma up to twice a week. It's safe and simple at Grifols. Learn more at grifolsplasma.com.
Call Culligan Water of Yuma today for your free water testing and experience a life with smoother skin and shinier hair. Experience a life with Culligan Water Softening.
And Neverlow Glass Gallery is open 7 days a week at 1910 South 4th Avenue. There you can find functional American-made glass. And if you were a fan of the Golden Q slushies,
Yummy.
they got their machine. That's a Neverlow Glass Gallery, voted Yuma's best since 2018.
And the Broken Yoke Cafe still has their summer hours and now open that patio outside. You can go find them Monday through Friday 7 to 2 with happy hour from noon to 2, and Saturday and Sunday they're open till 3. Go see why the Broken Yoke Cafe was voted Yuma's best place for brunch across from the entrance to the Yuma Palms on 16th Street.
It is Today in Yuma. We'll be back after after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
When you guys were saying going on, I mean, it can't be done. What we watched the Super Bowl with the Chiefs, and that was an AWC student.
Oh yeah,
He was, yeah. My son, because he was football the whole time too. Like I think he coaches catch and go, so that starts this Saturday too, because he loves football. But he's all, Mom, I math tutored that kid. He said he needed help. I said, see, now really, you got him to the Super Bowl.
We're gonna take a selfie.
All of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, right over here.
There you go. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
Awesome, guys.
Thank you guys for having us.
Good to see you guys again. I know I recognize you from pictures. Take care. Bye.
Geez, that Bryce probably gets in trouble in school. He talks too much. Just joking.
You get a microphone in front of them, they get scared.
Hi. Good morning.
Hi, everyone.
Did you hear me, Jen?
What?
I said that Bryce probably gets in school trouble a lot. He talks too much. He's a talker. How did your happy anniversary too?
Yes, happy
Thank
anniversary.
you.
For turning 1. Sounds funny when you're like,
Pray for one.
The baby's growing up.
cash smash, cake smash.
Measures easier to understand. Proposition 129 will help ensure all Arizonans have the chance to make a clear choice.
Oh, Evie, you're watching. You didn't see what I did to the skeletons. See if you can figure this out.
By ensuring there is no confusion or hidden changes. Proposition 129 is good for democracy and good for Arizona. Life can be complicated.
What saying did we grow up with, Evie, that resembles that?
This November,
Is that the one with the?
Arizona.
No, it.
Oh, looks like that.
I can't make his fingers round.
Disconnect him.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Oh, there's that one commercial. She's like, let me see that. Whoa, that's a great deal.
I could not do that right now. I could with my left hand. But I can't.
You need me to use the Sharpie?
Come on, Jennifer, you need to stretch a little.
I have a drum rotator cuff.
Oh, you do?
Bring your head down
Over
further.
here I can.
Yeah.
We're like this. We're like, what are you doing, Jen? You're like, nothing.
She needs a tune-up. We were talking about this yesterday. She's got a hurt shoulder.
And I have my birthday shirt, and it says all original parts. It does. They're original.
They're original.
They're failing, but they're original.
She has a big birthday coming up. She's saying she needs a tune-up.
I know, and you just had your anniversary too.
Yeah.
That's
I was a baby when I got
And I already warned Boss. I was like, we have to go to lunch here soon. I'm just warning you. I think it'll probably be that Tuesday. Let's make plans. We like to go to El Charo because of their chips and salsa. And every year, because her birthday's on the 5th,
Yeah.
and it's around Dia de los Muertos.
Oh.
Well, El Charo does their little festivities out there for Dia de los Muertos, and they put this big old tent up. And she drove by the other day, and she goes, "Oh, my birthday tent is up."
And she told him that too.
I did. I told her when I went in there the other day. All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Joining us now for Senior Health Chat from Ativo Senior Living is Jesse Rivera. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone this week?
We are good and happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary!
Thank
You are now
thank
1 year old.
Yes, can you tell?
Well, that's exciting
Yes.
for Ativo Senior Living. What's
Yes.
been going on other than celebrating?
Well, we are gearing up for the Alzheimer's Yuma Walk. That's coming up on November 12th. So we are just want to remind the community that we are still actively raising donations and money for our walk. So we're $485 short of our goal.
That's
Team
doable.
goal.
You've got a couple weeks.
Yes.
We can do this.
Yes. So if anyone is interested in being a part of this great cause, please go to our Facebook page. There's a link on our Facebook page how you can join our team or you can donate. And I also want to remind everyone that we still have artwork that is available for donations. So artwork that was created by our residents and our staff. Come by. There's a lot of beautiful pieces you can pick from. And it's all donations based. So that whatever artwork you choose, it's going to go straight to our walk.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can you see the artwork on your page too?
Yes.
Some pictures on
Yes,
there, I
there's
think.
a few pictures of we've gotten some people have come by and picked some up, so we still have some available, but I think I want to say about 30 pieces
Okay.
still available. So if anyone is looking to get involved, please stop by or give us a call, or go to Facebook and check out our link.
And don't forget, like Jesse mentioned, the Walk to End Alzheimer's is November 12th. That's a Saturday. It is at West Wetlands Park.
Mhm.
And you can get involved with that.
Do you have any of your residents that are going to be walking with you guys?
Yes, we do have residents and families that are and staff that are going to be a part of the walk.
Awesome.
So we will have a table with information. So if anybody is looking for a place for their loved one who suffers from Alzheimer's or dementia, we do have a community and a team that is designated to help care for those that live with that terrible disease.
Well, it's a great opportunity to not only go out and support Ativo, but to support those that are suffering or family members that you may have that have had to help people and assist people with that Alzheimer's care. Again, it's not just something you guys are doing. It's a national thing that they do every single year. And the fact that you guys have a team and only $400 away from your goal, that's not bad at all.
And this walk is fun. They do so many different things to make it engaging and exciting. And sometimes people think, oh, you're just simply going out and walking. No, they have activities and stuff and balloons, and it's exciting. So if you're interested, be part of it. If not, you can help support again in this way by supporting Ativo's team.
Yes, thank you. Yes, it is a great opportunity for those that are looking for resources as well, or just need to be, find a support group or just raise awareness overall. And our Yuma walk is growing and growing every year. So this year is, last time we did the kickoff, I think it was last week, the kickoff walk, and we were about $10,000 shy of our goal for our Yuma walk. So I know that Carol Brown is pretty involved, and she was talking about how that was doable. So she has an app. You can download an app on your phone, and it's pretty interactive.
Let you track it all too?
You track it all.
Oh,
so
that makes it so much easier.
Yes. So.
Well, what else is happening over at Ativo?
Yeah, so we have a few open positions that we're looking for a business office manager. So if there's anyone out there who is looking for a new career opportunity, Ativo is a great place to work. We do have wonderful benefits, and this position is a management position. So you do get the benefits package, holiday, paid holidays, etc. There is a requirement for you to have a bookkeeping background. So if you do have that experience, we'd love for you guys to check us out. Again, it's a clerical job, I would say. It's Monday through Friday, so it's a fun environment to work, and you get to interact with our residents and our guests. So if
That's got to be so special too.
Yes,
because it's never the same day to day.
Never.
And how do they apply for that, Jesse?
They can go to our website, tivoyuma.com, or they can also go through our Facebook page. There is a link on our Facebook page, or they can simply call us at 928-615-3823 and just ask how they can apply for the position. So.
Okay.
I know our winter visitor population is starting to trickle in, and
Yes.
they are big volunteers in our community. I don't think the Yuma community realizes how many organizations our winter visitors actually volunteer at on a regular basis when they're here. So is there volunteer opportunities?
Yes, and I also want to do a quick shout out to the ladies at United Methodist, I think it's Gila Mountain Church in the foothills. There's a wonderful group of ladies there who are always coming in to volunteer with our memory care. They dropped off memory quilts yesterday for our residents.
I love that.
Check out our page. It's very, it's basically a quilt, and it has buttons, and it has zippers, and it has all sorts of things, and Velcros.
It's very sensory.
Great
Exactly.
for
And,
kids,
honestly,
right? Great.
coming from somebody that helped care for somebody with dementia and things like that, they fidget.
Yes.
And it's the fine motor skills. It
It
does
is.
help them maintain that.
And it
Correct.
does. It's they're very sensory when it comes to the feeling of different things. I know my thought that had something similar. I know he had an animal. Maybe it was a little blanket, and he would like touch it all day long and go through the different because like you said, there's a lot of different things that they can do on
Yes.
there. Those are really awesome.
They are, yes. And the ladies at United Methodist Church, kind enough, this is, I think, the second or third time they've dropped off a batch of 6 quilts.
Oh, these are cool.
Yes. So they're on our webpage, on our Facebook page, so check them out. So shout out to them. Thank you so much to everyone at the
cool for a
United
kid,
Methodist Church.
Like a toddler learning too.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Well, that's so
That's really
cool.
cool.
We
Yeah.
did. And, we just got a shot of that for our Sunset Health Facebook live feed. If you're curious about checking that out,
But go follow Ativo on.
Yes.
That's why it's easy for me to pull up because I kind of look at it a lot. It just because you guys are always doing fun things, and to see the smile on your residents' faces when you guys do all these different things, it's just absolutely awesome to see. It's heartwarming. So
Yes.
I do love your guys' pages. So
but again, employment opportunities, volunteer opportunities. If you just want to find a way. Maybe there is a need for something specific at Ativo. Reach out, because then if you're interested in hosting a drive, you can help fill that need directly.
Yes.
and you guys are always looking for people that want to volunteer and do like different types of classes.
Yes, yes. And we are actually going to
Activities?
be... Yeah, Hospice of Yuma is another big participant in our community. They actually have Dr. Ochoa coming out in a couple weeks to do some educational presentation for our residents. So that's another organization that is very involved with the TiVo. So thank you, Hospice of Yuma.
Great community partners you guys have.
Yes, totally. All right. Well, again, you can follow them on social media. They update things all the time. They have a lot of fun stuff to check out. And I did just pull it up now, the memory blankets too. Those are awesome.
Yeah, and like
Yes.
Janice said, they could be used for kids too.
For toddlers, they use still the motor
and things
skills,
like that, so.
and they still have a blankie.
Yeah.
Well, great
Yes.
information, Jesse, as always. We thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, ladies. It's always a pleasure.
We are going to take our Village and Pizza Parlor selfie out in the courtyard. We'll be back talking Yuma Homes for Heroes after this on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
So the way Ativo is so fun, they're more like a senior frat house. Do you know what I mean? They're always doing stuff.
No, they are.
They're like a senior frat house more. I can't wait till they have their toga party. If they have a toga party.
having a Halloween party.
You know, we're not.
What?
I know, right? There's just been so much going on that...
Or a door decorating party for Halloween.
We're gonna have
They could decorate their doors and you could do it.
That would be fun, right?
Christmas, like instead of tree
Can I steal your
competition, it's
idea?
door. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll steal your idea.
Instead of
Go down and help.
instead of a tree, they could decorate their own door.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think so. Next, she's gonna be like, maybe you could go do a cooking thing with them.
There you go.
You are foodie-licious.
It's always nice to see you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Drive careful.
Have a good day. Thanks.
My cousin Lisa that lives in Chandler, she works at a senior home, and she
You
does
are on
activities.
Facebook Live.
Come on in.
Have a seat right over there.
Donna, how are you? You're good. Long time I haven't seen you.
I thought I'd
Gosh, since Danny's memorial, right?
That is the
And she's
first
still
thing I
close,
tell
so she's
people.
still
You are on
heartbroken.
Facebook
We
Live.
ran into her at Fry's before she went on this last one, and she was
Oh,
still
I know.
on the edge.
When she's in town, she goes out on her Friday with her
How do you
friends
get those hair
thing where we
ties
go to
to
lunch,
work?
or later in the day we go hang out together and go to different places, cocktails or something like that. So when she's in town, she comes with us.
Oh,
My
good.
hair's so
just-
straight though.
It just breaks my heart.
So
I
hard
know.
to do.
Mine's
naturally curly,
You just have to make your own way in your own time. It's all
And
going to be
everybody's
there.
grieving process is different. And
Right.
this is how she's dealing with
She's
it.
doing it publicly,
This
and
is
then
hers.
all those hugs come in.
Exactly. And then she's gotten to go a lot of places. Go
like,
see
I
a lot of
don't
the
know if I have
kids,
a
do a
mirror.
lot of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, she
And-
just come back from Mexico.
Well, and she went up to, was it Oregon or Washington? Where was that? To spread the ashes from her uncle.
Oregon,
too.
I think.
You know, she's doing a lot of stuff that keeps her mind busy, I think, too. It still lets her live. Because they used to do a lot of stuff. They would go on a lot of motorcycle rides, Rocky Point. You know,
They were
they would
truly
do.
each other's best friends.
Yes, they were. For so many years. For so many years. Go ahead and have a seat, hon. Whatever one you want, we'll pull that mic up to you.
Okay.
She's rock.
Recorded?
You can go on the Facebook
the
Live.
Facebook
Yeah.
Live will have it all. It can be downloaded.
Good. Okay, I want to send it to the home office.
Let's pull that mic up to you a little bit. There you
Talking
go.
points again.
She's rocking Adidas old school.
What are you talking about?
Your tennies. You're rocking Adidas old school.
Oh, yeah. It's funny, I have a girlfriend in California. She works with Coldwell Banker. And I walked into her office in my casual. And she's all dressed to the nines, you know, San Diego style. Oh, yeah. And it's like, she goes, is that how you go to work? It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
She goes, if I walked in like that, my boss would say, where's the picnic? And go home and get dressed and come back when it's done. It's like,
Yeah.
well,
Different like community.
Yeah, you live in Yuma during the summer, and you
Yeah.
find a way to acclimate.
Certain days you dress up for certain things. Certain days you don't. Yeah, wearing nylons in 110.
Yeah, and then
Not.
they don't put the air conditioning on.
right? Yes.
Yeah.
I have
All
a
right,
hero
here we
shirt
go,
on too.
ladies.
Oh, I didn't do that.
All right,
Can you get your
ready?
back?
Here we go.
Home to heroes.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Joining us this morning, we have Donna White and Kortnee Garcia with us. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are going to be talking about Yuma Homes for Heroes.
Yes.
This is such an awesome opportunity for our heroes in the community, and this is kind of a collaboration between Donna White, you're with Century 21,
I am.
and then Kortnee, you're with the Garcia Group.
Correct. At Gateway Mortgage.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
Well, give us the details about how this program works and how people can apply.
All right. It was started after 9/11, the tragedy, and a broker over in Minnesota, Ruth Johnson, she decided that after all that, watching the firemen and the doctors and everybody come together to find the survivors and take care of the survivors of the victims, that they wanted to give back to their community. So she started in Minnesota, one at a time, giving back 25% of her commission on that hero side, tap back as a way of saying thank you for your service. And the heroes are your veterans, your active duty, your law enforcement, first responders, teachers, and healthcare providers.
Okay. And that definition, has that been the same since she first started this?
Yes.
Okay.
After 2007, she decided to make it nationwide.
Okay.
And I joined in 2014. I brought it to Yuma.
So you've been doing this for quite some time now.
Over 8 years, yes. I've given back $190,000 to local
That's
heroes.
awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. And often it's heroes that were planning to buy homes anyway.
Some of them, yes.
And this is, it's just a great collaboration to help
Or
make that
some of
possible.
them that may not realize that they're eligible to purchase
That's why we're
homes.
here.
Exactly. So how does the program work?
So they can go online, herolender.net. Do you have your own site too?
I just send them to the homesforheroes.com.
So if they go to herolender.net, it'll automatically assign them to Donna and myself. And then they can get pre-qualified with us. We'll reach out to them, give them our website, and then to get pre-qualified, and then we send out the pre-qual letter to Donna so she can go out and take them out shopping, find them their dream home.
Right?
Yep.
works
And it
out
works
really
for refinances too. So they don't have to just be doing a purchase. They can do a refinance
that's
as well.
very interesting.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
savings on my end is I waive my lender fees for them, so they get up to $1,800, and it covers my fees. Plus, if there's anything left, we'll use it to buy down the interest rate.
Uh-huh. Well, right now we know that that's a big thing too.
Yes.
With those interest rates, the way
Yes.
that they have climbed up there. But for refis too. No, that's really interesting.
I didn't know that.
didn't
Yeah,
know that
I
part.
branch it out to any of the heroes, and they don't have to be a teacher at the school. They can be the janitor.
In
They can-
education.
yes, any first responder. And then we also branch it out to Department of Corrections as well.
Mm-hmm. I've had one Marine use it 5 times already.
Are you serious?
And he's going to be doing it on the 6th time after he finishes his Twilight Tour in Texas. He's moving to Florida. And each
Wow.
time he uses the program. I have a doctor that's used it 3 times.
That is
Oh, wow.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great savings for them. And then it also, so with Donna's part of her donation, part of it goes to the Homes for Heroes program, and then the 25% goes to the hero, back to the
Okay.
hero. But it's a 501c3, so we also help the benefits that they provide themselves, plus we're giving back for the veteran as well.
So the 5% that goes to the foundation, just in September alone, they gave $10,000 to Back the Blue Line. $10,000 to the Invisible Wounds Project, and $10,000 more to the Mike Spencer Heart of Gold.
Okay.
So, and then every year I get to nominate a veteran who might need grab bars, what are those,
Ramps.
or things of that nature, and they give back and they pick 12 days of Christmas, or is
Yes.
it 12 days of Christmas. They'll bless somebody around the country.
That is so awesome. Again, these are resources that a lot of our community probably didn't even realize that they are eligible to take advantage of.
For what long time I was a one-band show. But now there's another agent in town, Taryn Struck, with a realty agency.
We
And-
had her on, I think 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been a
Okay.
couple years.
And then Matias Rosales over in the South County with
Okay.
One Gateway. So there's just a few of us.
But it's such an interesting collaboration too, because you and Kortnee have worked together for quite a while.
Yes.
And it's, you know each other and how each other work, but also the benefits that this has for our first responders. And again, I love that the definition of that first responder, that it's so broad,
Yeah, I was
that
gonna
it
say, it
covers
is really
so
broad.
many areas, because especially in our community, we have so many military. And we do have a lot that want to come back here and retire. We have so many people. We have former colonels and, you know.
They love you.
60% of the heroes I serve is military. 11% is law, 3% is firefighter, 11% is healthcare, and 6% is teachers.
So if you were planning to purchase a home and you knew that you could have this money coming back to you, the thing is, I think there's some people that just still did not know, but it's out there, and you could just get more money towards the actual purchase of the home.
Especially now when things are so crazy.
Yes, exactly. The market is it's in such a weird state of flux
Right.
right now.
It is.
Not sure if it's inhaling or exhaling. We're just waiting day by day.
Exactly. And,
Still holding
you know,
its breath right now.
Well, it's the industry that both of you you see every day, and you know the changes, and it's probably something. Well, even when the pandemic hit, we were updating things, and we would say, as of this day at this time.
Oh, we still do that.
Yes,
People ask me all the time, "What's the interest rate?" Let me check, because it can change at any point in time. But
So-
and the savings that the hero gets, it does help to go towards purchasing down that interest rate. They can do a buy down program, or they can buy down the interest rate with it too.
Oh,
so
that is awesome.
Yeah,
Money
there's
can
lots
be
of ways
used
to get
for
structured.
furniture, blinds, a vacation, whatever they want.
Oh, that's so cool though.
It is.
Well, if someone is interested in reaching out, do they start with Kortnee first to find out what they
They
may
can go to-
qualify for?
Well, so they can go to thehero.lender.net and read about the Homes for
Okay.
Heroes program, and then when they enter in their information, it'll automatically assign them to
Okay.
me as their loan officer and Donna as her real estate agent.
So they can
and-
learn more about the program, and then that just
Discreetly,
instinctively.
without
yes.
any
Yes.
pressure, yes.
Yeah,
And they don't have to hunt for an agent either. Now it comes with it.
right.
Right.
Now, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we encourage people, if you're watching us on the Sunset Health Facebook live feed right now, and you know someone who's been thinking, and you're like, oh, they're a teacher, or they're a para, or they work in the office, you said, or they're a janitor. Maybe they're a school bus driver.
Yes.
Or they're anyone that works in healthcare. Same applies there. They don't have to be a nurse or a doctor.
CNA up to the doctor.
Perfect. Please tag them in this, or share the link with them so they can go back later and get all the details that the ladies have shared with us. But we've talked about the market. It's day to day. It's kind of strange. We see some things are dropping it, and I like the verbiage used by. I have so many friends that are realtors, and I watch a lot of the stuff incessantly on TV. Ask my husband. And used to be price reduction, price drop. Now I've seen price improvement, and price correction is one that I've seen
Yeah.
too. Now, what are you really seeing out there on the streets, Donna, as far as an agent?
It's not going up anymore. It's kind of leveled out because of the interest rates. And I believe, and I've discussed this with my colleagues, that we're going to see more people taking. I work primarily in the foothills, so there's a lot of cash out there with second homes. I think this year we're going to see people take their money out of their investments versus taking the 7%. Because in the past 5-6 years, it was cheaper to borrow money.
So they're
and
gonna-
let their investments
They're
grow.
going to pay all cash rather than finance at these high rates.
Yes.
That makes sense.
I just had that
least
conversation
that's
with
out
my
in
husband
the
yesterday
foothills.
about something, because we've seen, as far as real estate goes, some of you'd see things they may not have even made it to the MLS, or you see things that had been on the MLS for 2 days and they were selling so fast. Now we're seeing more of the signage getting closer to the streets, really kind of letting people know that this listing is available. Something's over here, and you're seeing things sit just a little bit longer. And that's why we had the conversation. I go, things are still selling.
Oh, yeah.
I said, but at those interest rates, you might be getting people that are opting to go that route if they can. And because I think just this morning, Anita was saying, well, we're going to see our investments have taken a hit. And we're getting some of the quarterly and monthly documents in from the different places we invest. And it's like, okay, what's long term, short term? What is it you want to do? What's your end game?
What they're seeing in the South County, where there's a lot of huge growth down there, is because of the interest rate. The people that had new construction going, they can't afford those houses now.
So now they're left with a house that's basically almost built,
Yep.
and you have the builders that are looking to sell off to someone else.
Exactly.
Let me see, the common phrase that I saw more than once, and not just here, I have friends that are realtors all over the place. Marry the house and date the rate.
That's it.
Find the house you love, and then they'll say, you can look at doing a refi, but again, we don't know what things are going to look like in tomorrow.
Exactly. So I get that question all the time, when are rates coming back down? Well, as soon as you start seeing inflation stabilize and coming back down, we're going to see interest rates start to stabilize and come back down. And the marry the rate, date the rate, marry the home. It's very true. So clients will ask me, is now a good time to buy? Any time is a good time to buy if it's perfect for you.
Exactly.
If you need a home, because everybody needs a home, everybody's going to pay for somebody's mortgage payment. It might as well be yours, not your landlord's.
Hey, I have rentals.
I know.
I do too.
And I currently rent.
Janice is a renter. She's like, hey.
And 24 years of making my own mortgage, and I'm like,
Full circle in the studio right now.
I've had clients like that. They've come in and they've rented for 20 plus years, and I'm like, you could have owned your home already, but they were so scared or they were so misinformed, and they thought.
And I think, I like to think that we just bought our home, but it's been quite a few years now already.
10 years?
2012. But going in as a first time home buyer, and even the possibility of, well, do we want a new home? Do we keep our home? It's a very scary thing when it comes to real estate. So to have you guys as a team already, especially with this Homes for Hero program, like I said, a lot of these people may not even realize that they qualify for a home, and they don't have to rent and
Right.
I'm not saying waste the money, but waste the money that could be going towards their own home. It's a scary process.
Right, and so many people think they need 20% down to buy a house. We need perfect credit. We need all that. Well, the VA program is 100% financing. So if we're giving them $1,800 to pay off closing costs, and the seller, that's the great part about the market now, is sellers are negotiating again.
Yeah.
So buyers can get those closing costs paid for. They can get the home warranties paid for. To where before they were declining home inspections, they were declining home warranties.
They were
All that extra
repairs.
money.
Yes,
buying
they
sight
were
unseen.
and they were paying over above what the appraised value came in. So that's the one thing I tell the consumers is the only thing the consumer has control of is the market. We have control over our buyers and our sellers, but we have no control over the interest rates.
The feds do.
Yes.
With social media, that's definitely a platform that a lot of our realtors have been utilizing, but also people too that have been looking for homes. They're posting, does anyone know? Can anyone recommend? And
A lot of word of mouth.
Yes,
Yes.
And it's all it's a collaboration of everything coming together. But I remember seeing one post last year. It was for a certain housing area in the community, and the house was it close to $800,000? Well, then people quickly, that sold just 3 years ago for
Yes.
$320,000, and there's no way that appraises for that. And it's like, if someone's doing an all cash buy, it doesn't matter what it appraises for. They're paying that. But then, like, another realtor had shared with me shortly after I shared that story, she goes, that now affects the comps in the area. So there's so many factors that are involved in real estate that people, they just think, it's a pretty house. Well, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes into the entire industry.
Right. And that's, we had a client recently that came in and sat with me, and I analyzed all their finances when they come in too, and they were they're trying to decide, do we ask the seller to pay closing costs and offer them a certain dollar, or do we kind of lowball and ask them not to pay closing costs, and we pull it out of where our savings was. So they were actually earning some pretty good interest on where their money was. And then their plan was, of course, to date the rate. So I told them, if you plan on refinancing as soon as interest rates drop, by lowballing, you have now created a lower comp for the neighborhood. Means your home's going to be lower, which your neighbors are going to sell lower. So and that's the one thing we can control. So she then said, "Oh my goodness, I'm affecting the values of my neighborhood then if I lowball them." And I said, "Exactly."
Those are things you don't understand until you purchase a home.
Right? Yes. Yeah,
Those
and
are
it
things
kind of
you don't realize.
right. And then because she had made an initial offer, it was just a very, very low ball offer and offended the seller. The seller was very, and I said, "You're going to make a secondary offer. You don't want to offend him again." So make sure. Yeah. And there's some sellers and they'll don't come to me again.
Yeah, kind of blacklisted. And when people think that individuals in certain industries don't talk to their counterparts, they do. I know people, in a specific field, and you have someone that comes in, if they do things or they're just shifty about what they do, people don't want to work with you anymore. Right. And that word will spread within their own little private network. So, go
These
in.
are the realtors that I don't want to work with.
We know,
but we have to be professional.
We know. Yeah. You want to get a good bang for your buck. We understand that. You want to get a fair deal, but taking advantage of
I think
is also a big thing.
fair is the key word you said right there. Is be fair, and you have to be willing to speak to the lenders and really go over those options that you have. So again, it's great opportunities for everyone out there. I think you kind of maybe settled some fears that people are having right now because the market is so up and down. You really don't know what's going on.
It is. And then I tell my clients also, what do you think is going to happen when interest rates go back up? I'm enjoying being a little bit slower right now. Our production business is still the same as far as purchases. We've just kind of tapered off on our refinances, which is great. I gained 30 pounds over this whole past couple of years, and I'm down 24 since we slowed down. So you kind of enjoy those slow times. I've been doing this for 25 years, so I know when the highs and the lows, they come back. But again, what do you think is going to happen when the rates go back down? Values are going to go back up.
Yeah, it's cyclical.
Yeah, so clients, they can get into a house at a good price now at a higher interest rate, but they can go ahead and refinance later on. Otherwise, the ones that are waiting, because I have clients that have waited over a year and now
out.
Yes, and now they don't qualify with the rate.
Well, we had the 07, 08, the way real estate was back then. We built our primary home in 2009, and nobody was building at that point. So we were the only ones on our block for 2 years, it seemed. There were others in the subdivision, and everything started to pop up after us after that. And my son and I were having a conversation the other day, and he thought that I'd never heard of the adjustable rate mortgage. And I'm like, oh, I lived through 07, 08, 09, and all the conversations of friends that got in, and they're like, well, I got this house, but I ended up with an ARM, and now my interest rate is 11%, but it was an awesome 2% the first 2 years. They just can't afford it after that, and that's why you ended up with so many foreclosures, and just this really unstable situation for so long. And things go up and down. They change every single minute, it seems.
Yes,
especially when you're dealing with the financing and anything like that. But if you have any questions, you can reach out to these ladies. They are both very knowledgeable in their fields. And again, they work together. You can visit herolender.net or check out the Homes for Heroes website, and that will direct you to either Kortnee or Donna to help get you on, kind of pointed in that right direction if being a homeowner is what you desire. And we know not everyone wants to do that. Some just want to live free. They don't have to worry about when stuff breaks. And I completely understand that.
I help sellers too.
Oh yeah, and the discount goes back to the sellers too if they're willing to sell a home.
Yes.
Oh,
absolutely.
Really? Okay.
I can help with their moving expenses. Yes.
Had no idea.
Yeah, see, there you go. We even just learned something else new. Mind blown today. Well, thank you both so much. I encourage you, follow both of these organizations, but also reach out if you don't fall within the realm of the Homes for Heroes. And again, it covers a very large area. Still reach out to Donna and Kortnee. They can help you out or answer some questions.
Absolutely.
Again, many professional ears between them to help answer those questions you may have.
Definitely.
Well, thank you for having us on.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for joining us. Before they leave, we will take our Village Inn Pizza Parlor selfie out in the courtyard. Coming up tomorrow, we're going to be talking with some of our individuals from 4th Avenue Junior High about their haunted house.
I'm excited.
Again, perfect location because there's probably like legends associated with certain schools.
And we don't hear the ones about 4th Avenue very often.
No, and you kind of think you would.
Yes.
Because my original... It was where I went to junior high back in Safford. They tore that down later, the main campus. That had been the high school before that. And there were so many things about, like the the man that lived in the attic and all these other legends like
well,
that.
we can ask them those questions.
Yes,
because I'm curious.
Yes, and it's been around. The pandemic hit and we missed their 100th anniversary. That was really
That's
ramping
right,
up. So
that's right.
I'm sure there's a lot of stories, and people the former students probably have their own versions of
yeah.
things that they saw or had heard too. So they're coming on tomorrow. We also have Barbara Rochester joining us from Crossroads Mission to talk about their Jubilee and Foodie Delicious. Janice,
We're
get
gonna
your entries in.
We're gonna give away her gift card.
Oh, that's right. She's on my sheet, but she's not going to be here.
She's shaking her head. No.
When do you need those entries today? By what time? How about noon?
Noon.
Get those entries in by noon. Visit monstermediayuma.com. Click on that Foodie Delicious tab. Fill that out. Enter as often as you like, and one person will be selected for a $25 burgers and beer gift card.
Sounds good.
Thank you all so much for joining us today, our awesome guests, and of course our listeners and viewers. Thank you. Up next on Z93, it is the Bob and Sherry Show, and Outlaw Country brings you your favorite classic country music. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma. Let us flip our switch and we'll do our selfie, okay?
Bye, guys.
So after I got divorced, like I had my house 24 years, so my kids were raising it. But after I got divorced, I was nice and refinanced to get off of his VA, or I could have held that up forever, right? I could have held. I know. I know. I just did not want his name on my house anywhere. And so I could only get an adjustable at that time. But 2 years later, I refinanced and got it fixed.
Well, and the adjustable rates now are nothing like they were in 2006.
These are good loans,
No.
good
So
jobs, good
the arms
people.
back then were